What happens to my benefits if I get locked up? This question was asked to me about a week ago, so I thought I'd cover the topic. So, stupid stuff happens. I was diagnosed with episodic alcohol use disorder. Lots of veterans have drinking problems. That's no secret. Some get multiple DUIs, some get popped, thrown in jail. So you need to know what happens to your veterans benefits if you get locked up for whatever reason. I'm just using this alcohol one as an example. The main thing that I want you to be aware of is that your VA disability compensation will be reduced, not completely taken away. And that is if you're convicted of a felony or misdemeanor and imprisoned over 60 days. So 61st day is when that comes into effect. Veterans rated 20% or more are limited to the 10% disability rate during the time that you're incarcerated or locked up. And if your disability rating is 10%, the payment is reduced by a half. So let's get into some stats and stuff like that. All right, already covered that part. What if I do time and work release instead of prison? Payments are not reduced for recipients participating in work release programs, residing in halfway houses, or under community control. So you have to be locked up and 61 days. If you're under 60, you're good. I mean, you're not that good, but your benefits won't get taken away. What happens with my family? This is a good question, right? So can my spouse, kids, or dependent parents get the money I'm not getting while I'm in prison? Good question. The VA can take all or part of the benefits you're not receiving and give it to your spouse, children, or dependent parents based on individual need, and this is called apportionment. Your dependents should contact the nearest VA regional office, VARO, for details on how to apply. The dependent claimant will need to provide income information as part of the application. And in determining individual need, the VA will consider factors such as income, living expenses, the amount of compensation available to be apportioned, and the needs and living expenses of other claimants, as well as any other special needs. So yes, you can get it, but you have to go get on it quickly and go make your case for it. Keep the VA updated through this process. Obviously your whatever charges you pick up and whatever time you are sentenced to, that varies. Just if it's 61 days or more, and you're above 20%, you got an 80% rating or something like that. Get into contact with the VA so you can get your family taken care of. What about VA pensions? If you are receiving a disability pension, your pension payment will also stop on the 61st day following your conviction of felony or misdemeanor. Again, you need to notify the VA after you're incarcerated. If you don't tell them, this is another part of this, if you don't have a family or whatever and you just don't do anything, they will find out and they will make you pay the money back. So tell them immediately because overpayments suck. I didn't even know about telling the VBA. I told the VHA that I was no longer married, but I didn't know about the VBA, and I was still getting paid married, that extra $100 a month for like 15 months or something like that. So I had to pay all that back. So obviously this is a different situation, but they will get their money back, and this is an avoidable situation. Yeah, it sucks, but don't stick your head in the ground. This isn't going to go away. You might get away with it. I mean, you're in jail. You didn't get away with whatever you're doing. You're not going to get away with not telling the VA that your payments should be stopped. So, keep that in mind and be honest about this stuff. I'm getting VA benefits to go to college. What happens to my education benefits if I'm convicted of a crime? If you're entitled to receive VA benefits, you can receive full monthly benefits even if you are convicted of a crime, as long as it's not a felony. So if the veteran is convicted of misdemeanor or gross misdemeanor, he can still receive full monthly educational benefit from the VA. Although other educational benefits from other sources may be impacted. Convicted felons residing in halfway houses or work release can receive full monthly benefits. So there's a theme going on here. 61 days, felony conviction. So veterans incarcerated with a felony conviction can be paid only the cost of tuition, fees, and necessary books, equipment, and supplies. VA cannot make payments for tuition, fees, books, equipment, or supplies if another federal, state, or local program pays these costs in full. I don't know who would be paying these costs in full while you're locked up, maybe the jail or something like that. But again, you're going to have to get into this and figure this out, what this means for you if you're going to college and you get locked up. All right, so did my time. Time to go get my benefits back. Now what? The VA does not automatically restart your benefits until they receive official notification of your release from incarceration. I know nothing about this process, but I can just imagine it's not a quick, speedy process. So it's going to happen when it happens. Your application can be processed faster if you bring it to your VA regional office after release to get the ball rolling. Be sure to bring an official document, discharge paper, parolee agreement or order or something like that that shows the date of release, so you have that. You can also mail this in if you want to. I'd recommend going in. Just make sure you get to the right office and hand them a copy of it and show them and make sure they have what they need. And they still might tell you they have to wait for word from the jail or the prison you're in or something like that. So that's how that works. That's how you restart them. So it doesn't automatically stop, so that's why you have to tell them. And then they don't automatically start either. So just wanted to cover this question. I thought this was an interesting topic. This stuff happens. We're talking about social and occupational impairment. That's what medical disabilities are all about. And a lot of us have mental health problems. So, I can't control myself. My VA shrink wants me, integrating back into society. And I'm like, I want to kick everybody's ass. I'm good here in the underground bunker away from people. So I just know me, I'm not a go to bars kind of guy, I just can't deal with jackasses and stuff. So, not everybody, can do this avoidance thing. I don't have a family. I don't have any responsibilities whatsoever, except for, the ones that I do here on YouTube. Not everybody's in my situation, but just kind of wanted to run through this and get you guys up to speed. So I will see you in the next video.